Hey Felicia, hope you're doing well. Thank you for getting those emails back over to me here. I thought I'd record this for you so that way you can learn as well. Okay. So right here, I have the different emails here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is in looking at these emails, I'm going to need um your your CTA button. Okay. Schedule my free search. All right, perfect. So what I'm gonna have to do first is I'm gonna come here to calendars, calendar settings. Okay, so this is your calendar. I'm gonna hit share calendar, and this is a schedule link. I'm gonna copy that just to make sure I got it correct. If I go like this, it should pull up your calendar for them to book an appointment. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna come back here, and what I'm gonna do um, is um, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to pull up my note thing here. I'm gonna add a new note and I'm gonna paste your link over here on another screen right there. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, so we're gonna come here to marketing, automation, and we're gonna go number 2, surplus pipeline, and we're gonna surplus disposition. Okay. So this is website. I'm looking for website. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a wait. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna wait 1 day. Wait 1 day. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna click here and we're gonna add an email. Okay. I'm gonna come here and this is the first email. I'm gonna copy the subject, come back, and I'm gonna copy the subject there. Okay. I'm gonna come back and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all the copy. I'm gonna copy that here. I'm gonna paste it here. I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna change this to 2 so it's easy to read. Okay. I'm gonna drag this down so I can see all of the content. Okay. And then for here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this button right here. We're gonna do contact first name. So that way it's gonna pull in their first name automatically. Okay. Um, okay, it looks good. Now right here, this right here, you could delete that. And what we could do for this right here, we're gonna come here. We're gonna do user signature. So if you have a signature in the system, it's automatically going to put your signature there. Okay. And then right here, I'm going to delete this. We're going to click here and we're going to click link. I'm going to come back here, copy that, paste it there. And when they click on it, going to have it open a new window. Okay. And then another thing we're going to do, we're going to highlight that. We're going to bold it and make it stand out. Okay. And then give it some space. Okay. So that's email number 1. Make sure we save. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So now this is email 1. This is going to be a wait step. This is going to be email 2. And we just come back here. Okay. We're just going to copy that. We're going to paste that there. We're going to come back. We'll get the copy here. Copy that. And we're going to highlight that. Make it sure it's 2. expand it down a little bit. So like first name, okay, that looks good. That looks good. So then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove these brackets, but we're gonna do a highlight there. Copy the calendar, paste the calendar there, have it open in a new window. And right here, gonna delete that. And then we're gonna go here, user signature. Okay. So emails 2 is done. Save that. Then I'm gonna copy all actions here, paste that there. So we got the wait step. And this would be email 3. We'll come back here. Okay. So we're gonna do copy this from the other email. So this is the other email here. Copy that. Highlight that. Copy that. Paste that there. Open up in a new window. And we're gonna bold that, make it stand out. Okay. Save that. And now we got email 3. Email 3. What's the catch? What's the catch? And then for the content, we're just gonna go like this for the content. Paste that there, highlight it all, space it out for at least 2. Okay. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay. So then we're gonna take off those brackets and we're gonna highlight this. Okay. We're gonna copy that, paste that here, new window. And then we're gonna take off the brackets here. And we're gonna highlight that. Okay, and then this right here, we could delete that. And we're gonna go user signature. Okay. And then for this, we're gonna bold that. Okay. And for this, we're gonna bold that too. Okay. Save. Okay. So it's email 3. Okay, we're gonna copy this. And we're gonna make this email 4. And looking at email 4, subject line is this one. And then for this, we're gonna just copy all of this. We're gonna paste that, highlight it all, make it spread out too. Okay. Then for this, we're gonna hyperlink that, copy that, paste that there, new window, and let's highlight that and bold it. Okay. And then this right here, we're gonna highlight that. New window. And we're gonna bold that. And then we're gonna delete that. Come here, user signature. Okay. And we're going to save that. So email 4 is done. Okay. So our last email, we're going to copy all the actions here. Paste that there. And then we're going to change this to email 5. And then the subject line for email 5 is going to be why go at it alone. So in the subject line, put that there. And then right here, you just come over here, you get all of this. You copy that. And then you just go like this. Paste that, select them all. Make it at least 2. So it's spaced out and it looks really nice, okay? Maybe you want that a little closer. Because those are important points. Okay. This right here, we're going to remove that. We're going to remove that. We're going to highlight that. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that here. Open a new window. And I'm going to make it go like that. Okay, it's already bolded. Okay. And then for this, we're going to remove that. I'm going to remove that. Highlight that. Link. New window. Save that. Give it some room for space so they can actually see it. We're going to bold that. And then this right here is going to be user signature. Okay. And we're going to save that. Okay. There's your 5 emails. Okay. Now, one thing we also want to make sure and do is when the lead comes down here, we want to make sure that we assign that to a lead. So that way, when your signature, when you put your signature on the emails, the system know to put a signature in. Okay. So second thing we want to go look at here is we want to go look at um, your business profile. So let's go to team and we click edit here. And we scroll down. Okay, you got a signature here. Perfect, right? So this is what's going to show up on the emails when we send them out. Okay, that's number 1. The second thing I want to look at is to make sure you have something from email. Okay, and you got something from name. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back into these automations. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to settings. And then the from name here, we're going to do custom values. You're going to type in from name goes there. We're going to do custom values. From email goes there. Okay. So it's automatically going to pull that information in. So that way our system know where to send those emails from. Okay. Now, one thing you might want to look at is when someone books an appointment on your calendar, is you want to make sure we remove them from getting those emails because you don't want someone to book on your calendar and then they're constantly getting those emails. Okay. So what we're going to do in this situation here is we're going to create a workflow. We're going to create a recipe. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up let's see here. Appointment confirmation reminders. So once someone books an appointment, and in this calendar, we want to remove them. We want to remove them from another workflow, and the other workflow is going to be surplus dispositions. You want to make sure we remove them from that automation so that way it's not constantly following up with them. Okay. And once they book an appointment, they're going to get an email letting them know the appointment was that they can get an email here about the appointment. Okay. So we can delete that part, and that looks good there. And then they're gonna get a 24-hour reminder here. Delete that, and then they're gonna get a hour reminder here. And then gonna get an hour SMS reminder, and then we'll get a 5-minute email reminder. And then we'll get a 5-minute text message reminder. All right. And then those emails here, I want to make sure they coming from your from name, and they coming from your from email. We're gonna hit save. Okay. So everything should be set up and you're good to go. All right. If you got any questions on here, let us know. Thanks.